Hello and a very warm welcome to yet another scintillating edition of the program CAC Weekly, a weekly program that keeps you abreast on the activities and the achievements of the Corporate Affairs Commission. I am Amina Jibril. Now, coming up on CAC Weekly, African nations queue up to replicate CAC's Beneficial Ownership Register (BOR). Also on BOR implementation, World Bank commends CAC for engendering interagency collaboration. Plus, CAC launches Service Charter. We shall bring you details of all of this right after this break. Stay with us.
I want to put on record that the World Bank got involved in this whole assignment when we got instructions to add the Corporate Affairs Commission to a source of funding, a source of financing that was already available to Nigeria. And even from the first initial discussions we had with the management, the RG and the leadership of the CAC, the World Bank felt convinced that the CAC would be a very good partner, a trusted partner to work with. They exhibited what I call ownership of the whole initiative. And that's something that is very fundamental for the success of any program.
Welcome back to the program. Now let us begin today's CAC with another cheering news for Nigeria, courtesy of the hard work of the CAC under the leadership of Alhaji Garba Abubakar. Nigeria is now a model for other African nations looking to build and implement their Beneficial Ownership Register (BOR), barely 2 months after the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) made history by launching Africa's first BOR. Now, Kenya and Malawi are the newest countries set to visit the CAC to study its processes with a view to developing their own BOR. The Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Alhaji Garba Abubakar, revealed this at a training workshop on the use of beneficial ownership information disclosure in Abuja. Garba Abubakar explained that the technical training for internal and external users as well as stakeholders is one of the components of the BOR project aimed at bringing them up to date with the technicalities of the register.
The issue of mandatory columns and how to distinguish one beneficial owner from the other. Some jurisdictions have unique identifier for each beneficial owner, so that similar to what companies have, every company has its unique apps. They have introduced the use of unique identifier for every beneficial owner, so that if you have multiple beneficial, all you need to do is once you enter that unique identifier, it will populate the details of that face across the different entities. So our register is new. So these are things that we are considering for the future. But we want to see how this can best serve first before moving to that hybrid issue of unique identifier. Another issue we are considering is we are going to remove the email address from the public register.
Abubakar, who spoke on the trajectory of the project, stressed that the BOR will be beneficial to investigative agencies, the media, the civil society organizations, amongst others. Now, the RG used the forum to enjoin Nigerian banks to review their Know Your Customer (KYC) systems to operate in line with global financial standards.
For us to appreciate the importance of this register, I think we need to go way back to explain how the journey started. A lot of us have been involved in various anti-corruption initiatives and anti-money laundering and terrorism financing initiatives over the years. In the course of our work, we've had to deal with issues like beneficial ownership. Who are the ultimate beneficiaries of corporate entities? Because most illicit financial flows and proceeds of corruption are usually hidden under the guise of complex corporate arrangements that makes it difficult to actually no ultimate beneficiaries. So this conversation started way back under the Financial Action Task Force 40 plus recommendations.
He noted with satisfaction that most embassies were now utilizing the CAC database to grant or reject visa applications on account of the active or inactive status of the applicants on the database.
A lot of these companies are still in our books. Some are actually doing transactions. We are collaborating with stakeholders, other stakeholders like the insurance sector, the banking regulators, and other sectoral regulators to make it mandatory that for any licensing regime or renewal of licensing, the entity must first and foremost update this information with CAC. Because one thing we tend to forget, before they approach any regulator, before a company approaches any regulator or license, it must be registered by the CAC, it must be a legal person. And if the company does not update this information with CAC, then it's an indication that they are running away from something. The CAC register is the only register that is publicly available. Any member of the public from anywhere is entitled to access information from the CAC. If you want to remain opaque, don't register a company.
He therefore revealed that the Commission was compiling list of inactive companies with a view to striking them off Nigeria's register of companies. Garba Abubakar, however, enjoined companies to update their records with the Commission to avoid being struck off soon, which would have attendant consequences. Now, other speakers at the event included Temitope Olubumi Erinamo from the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, SCUML, who delivered a paper titled Registration Requirement and AML CFT Obligations under the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act.
We now have the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act, with the intention to strengthen the existing anti-money laundering and counter-financing of terrorism regime in Nigeria. And that act actually, provided some additional assurances, for us to build and strengthen the AML-CFT regime in Nigeria. And one of such things is to actually clarify the legal position of SCUML and also to prohibit the issue of money laundering and also provide a framework for prevention, provision, and detection of money laundering and also other related offenses. Let's move on. So let's just quickly look at some of the obligations of these designated non-financial businesses and professions under the Act. Number one is the fact that they are prohibited from making or accept cash payments in excess of 5 million from individual and in excess of 10 million for corporate bodies. When they have transactions that is above those thresholds, those transactions must be routed through formal financial system. And if you also look at the new Act as compared to what we have in the 2011 version of the Act, now there was no prohibition of the term structuring or the activity structuring. Structuring simply means that you break your transactions into smaller bits such that they evade the reporting threshold. So before 2022, that was not actually a crime, even though it's an indicator of money laundering. However, the law has now prohibited that if you're trying to use that to evade reporting or to hide customer diligence information, the law actually made that as a crime now under the new legislation.
Hawa Abubakar Farouk of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, presented a paper on compliance obligations under FATF recommendations and the AML-CFT framework, while Safia Ahmed Yabo of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, made a presentation on capital market operations and the requirements for compliance on the AML-CFT framework.
So just some provision of global compliance level beneficial ownership information. The FATF assessment of countries shows a generally insufficient level of effectiveness in combating the misuse of legal persons for money laundering, terrorism financing, and other financial crimes, especially within the West Africa region. I think we have the lowest level of compliance when it comes to disclosure of beneficial ownership information.
So in order to address the gaps and for the safety of our system, the SEC now has a standalone licensing and registration manual for onboarding of all participants that we mentioned in the capital market. So we're now, based on this manual that we have, we're going to screen those participants that come to register for any of our capital market activities and get to the root of their beneficial owners to ensure that criminals do not have access to our markets. The manual provides for the conduct of screening of promoters, directors, significant shareholders, and senior management to determine if they are beneficial owners during the licensing or onboarding process. And criminal background checks and identification of sanctioned individuals and entities are also carried out on all promoters, including proposed directors, significant shareholders, and senior management.
Also speaking at the event was Ikechukwu Nweje of the World Bank, who said that they were proud to associate with the progress made by the CAC, which they consider a veritable partner. The World Bank representative commended the Commission for engendering interagency collaborations toward implementing the BOR, which enjoyed funding from the global financial institutions.
So the CAC has done us proud. Really charging on to see that this beneficial ownership registry really works. It's a global standard now, and we can't be left out. We cannot claim to be global citizens and then live on what we call African time, or African standards, or Nigerian standards. If we really want to be respected, then we have to do what the rest of the world is doing. And that's what gives them confidence to deal with entities in Nigeria, because they see credibility, they see that those entities have been vetted properly to really do business globally. So the CAC has done well. I will commend them. We're proud to have worked with them and manage that support to ensure that.
While restating the World Bank's commitment to working with relevant agencies to creating jobs for Nigerian youth, Ikechukwu charged other well-meaning institutions, individuals, and groups to also support the fight against poverty and unemployment in the society. Now, practical demonstrations of the BOR was done by the developers Oasis Management Company, represented by Priscilla Orukwe.
Put in the URL, that's cac.gov.ng. You see this. This is how the portal looks like. So again, our customers in the control portal, we have three search parameters where a user can search to. I'll start with entity name. So what I'll do, I'll put in a company name. Then I'll select what I'm searching, the type. So I'm searching through entity name. I'll select that. Then you click on search, click to search. So the information is populated. As you can see now, you can see the company name, the RC number, the date of registration, the number of PSC, then the status. So as you can see, this company, the status is active. When you see inactive, it shows that the company has not paid their annual return update. So I'll click on View PSC for you to see the details of the PSC. So as you can see, it has populated the details of the PSC, where you see persons in legal control PSC, 4 found. So we have 4 PSC for this company. You can see the first PSC name, the date of notification, the occupation, the address, the status. Then if you go down, you see the information of PSC, where you see the governing law, the registrar, the country of registration, the nationality, the email address, the date of birth. So this is quite important, which is the percentage. So this person has 60%. So I'll scroll down to see the other PSCs. So this is the second PSC, where you can see the name, the date of notification, the occupation, the address, the status. Then it shows the information of the PSC and the percentage in all. You can see this person has 10%. Yes, I did. You can see it from the date of birth. So this is the third PSC. So what the system does, it breaks them down all the PSC details so that the agency, whoever is searching through the portal, can go through and get the accurate information needed. So this is the third person where you can see the breakdown of the information. So this person has 20%, and I'll get to this, to him. Then we have the last person, where you can also see the name, date of notification, the occupation, the address, and the information. So the percentage for this is 10%. As you can see, everything must be under 100% currency. So every calculation must meet the 100% mark. So user can either print, if you want to print this document, you can actually print it for this company. As you can see here, and you can see. So we'll move to the next one. I'm going to search through, the first one we did was to search through the entity number name. So I'm going to move to the entity number now. So what I'll do, I'll put in the RC number of what I'm searching with. So what's an RC number is the registration number of the company. You put in the RC number, you select the entity number, you click on search. So what the system did now is populate the company associated with that RC number. So as you can see the Zenith Bank Holding Company PSC. That's the company name. The system shows found to PSC for one company associated with this RC number. So you can see the company name, the registration number, the date of registration, and the PSC available, which is 2. Then you can see the status, which is active. I'll click to view the PSC now. So what the system does now is putting the information in the database so that it can populate for you to see. So the information is populated. You can see PSC, person is in legal control, 2 found. Then you can see the company name, the RC number, then the name of the person, that's the name of the PSC for this company. You can see the name, you can see the date of notification. Date of notification is when this person became a PSC in this company. And you can see the occupation, the address, the status. Then as you scroll down, you'll be able to see the governing law, which is common, register, that's Public Affairs Commission, the country of registration, Nigeria, the nationality, Nigeria, the email address, the date of birth. Then you see the percentage of this person. So this person will hold 95%. Then we'll scroll down to the next person. which shows the information and the percentage allocated to this. So I'll move to the next one. So the next parameter of research is the PSC full name. So I'll put in the full name. After putting the full name, you select which I've done, which is the PSC full name, and you click on search. So as you can see, this search is more wider. So if I put in my name, it will show me the company and the PSC name. So that's what the system does. So as you can see, it shows you the details of the list. You can see some companies are showing inactive while some are active.
Now, thumbs up for the CAC. From that, now we move on to other groundbreaking story. The Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, has launched its Service Charter. And presenting the Service Charter to the public, the Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, Alhaji Garba Abubakar, stressed that the Charter was intended to create an awareness among CAC stakeholders about how to access its services, complaints, procedures, and customer obligations. The Registrar General, who stressed that the Commission had continuously engaged its customers with a view to improving service delivery, therefore enjoined stakeholders to familiarize themselves with the content of the Charter.
What we are doing is consistent with Executive Order 01 that mandated agencies fulfill their service standards. What we are presenting is already on our website. And the EOD 1 has also explained your rights as the person that applies for this service. If we are able to deliver the service, there are provisions on redress. If you complain and it is not complied with, there is even a provision that says you are deemed, the agency is bound to render this service to you without any additional surcharge, without the imposition of any additional obligation. But the difference for us is we don't just query your application, we set the ground upon which the application is queried. So you may not be able to hide under the guise of the only one to say that we should render the service to you without any further. But what we are doing today underscores the commitment of the Commission to render service to Nigeria in the best manner possible.
He restated CAC's commitment to providing prompt and efficient service in line with global best practices. In a remark at the occasion, the National Coordinator and CEO of the Sevicom, Nnenna Akademili, commended the milestone achievement recorded by the Commission and therefore charged the other agencies to emulate the good example. Represented by Ngozi Akimbodewa, the Sevicom scribe enjoyed CAC customers to utilize the opportunity provided by the Charter.
I want to say that we are happy with what CAC is doing because it's not just about rendering service delivery. Service delivery has a lot to do with collaboration with agencies that will help you perform your duties. We are aware that the other day we presented a Sevicom compliance evaluation report to CAC, and so far, from what we gathered, they are the highest scoring evaluation we have conducted. However, that presentation was done before the FIRS presentation, and I want to say that you are now coming second after FIRS.
We say congratulations to the CAC as it continues to work hard to providing prompt and efficient service to customers in line with global best practices. And that does it for this week's edition of the program CAC Weekly. We do hope you enjoyed watching. Do remember that for comments and inquiries, you can please take advantage of our social media handles and you can reach us via our call center. On Twitter, it is at CAC Nigeria 1. On Instagram and Facebook, it is Corporate Affairs Commission. Our email is cservice@cac.gov.ng. You can visit our website via www.cac.gov.ng. And our call center is on the number 070-806-29000. Join us again next week for another interesting edition of the program CAC Weekly. Same time and same station. From me, Amina Jibril, and the whole team here, it is bye for now.